Welcome to MyChefs.ca. In this video tutorial, we are going to cover creating product options. So let's first log in using our regular unique email address and password. After that, we click on our name and go down to Control Panel to enter the back end. We're going to go to our business, so I click My Business and then select one of my restaurants, which we created before. And now we have our options across the top. I'm going to click on product options. So right now I don't have any product options. What's the purpose of a product option? Let's say you have a product like a drink. You want to have size options, so small, medium, large. Or you have a pizza and you have different options such as flavors, size, extra cheese, things like that. So you can set up groups of options to go with different products. We're going to set up ones for our pizza. So I'm going to create one by clicking Add. And I'll write pizza options. For both the name and for the text to show to the end user. I click Create. Now right now, that's just the name of this group of options. We don't have any options added in yet. So let's add one. I click Add, and now I come up with a name for the option. Let's start off with flavor. We want the end user to also see the word flavor. And then we can give them multiple choices. Our first choice is already presented. I'm going to add two more. So now we have choice 0, choice 1, choice 2. So for choice 0, I'm going to put plain cheese. And we're going to say the price is 0. Because our pizza is already going to have some sort of base price. Let's say it's $5. So if we put plain cheese, we're saying that there's no additional charge for plain cheese. So it's going to just be $5. Let's go to the next one. It's going to be pepperoni. Let's say this one has an additional charge of $2. So if they choose pepperoni, it's $2 more on top of that. Alright, let's go down to choice number, the third choice. It says choice 2, but it's actually the third choice. Hawaiian. We'll say $3 because it's got some extra meat and some extra pineapple, things like that. Now, those are our three options. We scroll down. Now, when they're presented with this option when ordering pizza, do they have to select something, or do they have a limit on how many things they can select? So in this case they're selecting flavor, so they have to select at least one of them. This isn't like an optional thing, so we'll say 1. Maximum selection, we'll also say 1, because we don't want them to click pepperoni and Hawaiian, because they're just designing one pizza, they're not designing multiple pizzas. So we'll say minimum selection's 1, maximum selection's 1. Now, if your item has multiple options, you got to select the rank for this one. So we're going to say this is the first thing, because it's the flavor, before they pick anything else. And then conditional, this is when it's based on what they've selected from another option. And I'll cover that more later, but for now, we're going to just say no. I click Create. Alright, so now we have that option for flavor. Let's add another one. We're going to add one called size. And then once again, we're going to add a couple different options. So our first option, we'll say it's 8-inch. And we'll say that's 0, because we're going to say that the size price increases. We have a base price that is $5, and the price is going to increase by this many dollars with each change. So 10-inch price, we'll say $2, and then let's say 12-inch. $4. Minimum selection, once again, 1, because they have to pick something. Maximum selection, we'll say 1, because they can't pick multiples. And then let's rank this option, we'll say number 2, so it shows up right after flavor. And then for conditional, once again, we'll say no. Nothing conditional about this. We click Create. Okay, so now we have two options. Either one of these we can edit at any point by selecting it and clicking Edit. We can copy it or delete it. We're going to add another one, but this time it's going to be a conditional option. Let's add this one called extra cheese. Okay, extra cheese. And then the question is going to be, do you want extra cheese? So we could put question mark as well right after that, just to show that we're asking a question. It's up to you. And we say yes. And if they say yes, it's an extra $2. And if they say no, it is $0. Okay. Now minimum selection, it depends. When this option comes up, maybe you don't want to make them have to make a choice. If they don't pick anything, then clearly they're going to say no. Or you can force them to make a choice. It's completely up to you. Just to make it different, let's say they don't have to pick anything. We're not forcing this choice on them. If they don't pick anything, then they're saying no. Maximum selection 1. Rank, let's go to number 3. And this time let's make it conditional. So we're going to say yes. So this time this option only shows up under certain conditions. We're going to say based on, let's say, size. Based on the size they choose. If they choose a 12-inch pizza, then they get presented with this option. If they don't, then they don't show this option. So let's click create here. Alright, so now we got that conditional option. Now you could also generate extra options, like let's say you want them to select items from a list. So let's add one called sides. Sides. Now option 1. So this option for sides is multiple choice. So they could pick multiple sides if they're really hungry. They want to add more than one thing. So we're not going to create a restriction on how many they can pick. So let's add 3 things. One more time, 3 things. So we're going to add, let's say, spaghetti. Some places I've been, they have spaghetti. Let's add salad. And then let's add dip. So dipping sauce, some people like to dip the crust on their pizza. Then we'll add a price for each one. So let's say $2 for the spaghetti, $2 for the salad, and maybe $1 for the dipping sauce. And then this time for minimum selection, we'll say 0 because they don't have to pick anything. And then finally, let's pick 3 as the maximum selection. We'll allow them to pick all that stuff if they want. Select rank, we'll make this number 4. And then for conditional, let's say no. They don't have to have any conditions for this. Anyone can, no matter the size or flavor of their pizza, they can pick any of these. And we click create. Now in future tutorials, we're going to show you how to tie these pizza options to a product that we create. So be sure to visit our products tutorial, and it's going to cover how to connect that to our product. And you can connect that to multiple products. Let's say you have a different pizza product. You have several different kinds, and all these options apply. Then you can tie these set of options to each one if you'd like, or you can create additional options that are more tailor-made to each product. It's really up to you.